Hi guys, it's Beth. Welcome. I recently shared in some other collaboration videos my nail file holders and my little Ghirardelli double pocket little treat holders. And I had a lot of requests for tutorials, and neither one of these are my design, and unfortunately I've created templates for myself a long time ago, but it's been so long that I don't remember where the original templates came from. I didn't do a good job of writing that on my little templates that I have. But I needed to make some more to replenish our craft show inventory. I had made, these were ones that I had made throughout the year with just some non-Christmas papers and embellishments. And then I had made a bunch last month with my Christmas pad for the 6x6, the Smash That Small Paper Pack collaboration. And in the last craft show, sold out all of the Christmas nail files. So I needed to replenish my stash of that. And so I have two different pads here that I thought would be good for both of those projects. So this is Lumberjack Christmas from Echo Park. And it has, you know, some nice designs, and then I also had the little puffy stickers, and so I thought this one would be good for the nail file holders, just because I've got some small stickers that would make good embellishments for the front of these. And then this is a gingerbread Christmas from Echo Park, and I thought this would be cute for the little Ghirardelli pouch. So just since it's got some candy, you know, cookie, food related sentiments, so I thought I would use that for those. So since I needed to do these and you guys have asked for tutorials, I just thought I would make a few with you, show you how I do them, and then I can work on restocking for my craft show inventory. So for the nail file holder, when I do these, I look for patterns that are not directional. I guess for the nail file holder, it can be directional. I can take that back. So I could do something like that, because it's easier to make sure the nail file holder stays upright than the little Ghirardelli pockets. What would be cute? That might be cute, and then I could put the black and white check on the inside. I think we may do that one. So you're going to start with your 6x6, and you're going to cut it down to 3.5 by 6. So normally, I just go to 3.5, cut that down, and then we'll cut it this way, and that just maximizes the length of the paper that you have left, where then you just have that little strip with the hole on it. And then you only need a few score marks, but you're going to score at 1 inch, 1 1/4, and then at 2 1/4, and 2 1/2. So 1 1 1/4, 2 1/4, and 2 1/2. So you're gonna have little 1/4 inch sides on your little box. And then you just go ahead and fold, and depending on your paper, you want to make sure you're using a thicker weight paper for this, so that it will hold the shape of the box. You can't use the really thin 180 sheet per pad type paper. And Echo Park works really well for this, and it doesn't have to be double-sided, it's just fun if it is. So that's going to be the basic shape of our box. Okay, so now that you have the basic shape of your box, before you glue it up, and you don't have to do this, I do it just for a little bit of something extra. I have a 3/4 inch circle punch, and I'm just going to try and find center, and it's very rare that I ever get it exactly in center. Even when I'm lining it up, it lines up fairly well on my folds, but that's not too bad. You're just going to trim a little notch out, just so it, not that you, I guess if you had a shorter nail file, it would make it easier to get those out, but I don't think you need it for the long ones. But so here is my box. I have my notch cut out. So then you just need to glue it together. So the first step is you're going to glue your back sides together. And you can use wet glue. I'm using the Barely Art glue. You can use wet glue or the double-sided tape. I would just use something stronger than ATG because you want to make sure it's gonna hold up and stay together. And I'm just using my bone folder to kind of get in there and burnish that flap down so it will stay. And normally I would let this dry a little bit more before I go to this part, but to make the bottom, I just kind of squeeze, push in the sides at the bottom enough so that they will fold in, and then just pinch it together. And then add a little bit of glue down there. And then I will bring in some little clothespins and kind of clamp the bottom so it stays. And that's all there is to it. As for my nail files, I get mine off of Amazon, and I will link them down below. But they are fairly good. I've used them before, and you get 10 in a pack for, it ranges in between $2 to $3 depending on the time. If you happen to time it right, you can get it closer to $2, so it's like 20 cents a nail file. I know Dollar Tree has them, but they're usually, if you're lucky, you can find 2 to a pack, but anymore it's just 1 to a pack and it's $1, and they're not great. So I just got these off Amazon. They end up being cheaper in the long run anyway. So those are my nail files. And then once it's dry, you can dress it up however you want. I'm going to use my puffy stickers here and see if I can find something that would be fun. Like maybe the Santa. And I can go a little bit wider than the pouch, but not too wide. And I do use these skinny bags. They're like the pretzel stick bags. And I think Wilton makes them. I'm sure Clear Bags has them, but I get mine off of Amazon, and I can link those down below too. But it's like the perfect fit. And again, you have a little bit of wiggle room for your sticker. And then to close them, I just use one of my labels to seal it up on the back side. And these are great for stocking stuffers. You can tuck it in a little kind of like goodie package of maybe nail polish and some fun fuzzy socks and or a mask or something, you know, kind of fun beauty related, and kind of create a little goodie basket for someone. But like I said, they make great gifts and stocking stuffers, but if you are doing craft shows, they've also sold really well for me. They are very quick to make, and I usually sell them for $1.50 per piece, just because they're really quick to go together. The materials didn't cost me much at all, and I will upsell them too by saying like 2 for $2. And like I said, people like come and just buy the whole thing. So they're not a huge moneymaker for you, but they're quick little projects and they're popular for me anyway. So that is the nail file holder. So for the Ghirardelli holder, I'm going to find, and this is the one where I would prefer it not be directional, because the way you're folding, part of it will be right side up and part of it will be upside down. So I just need to trim this down to 6 by 6. And then it doesn't matter how you're folding it right now, you're just establishing a score line, but you're going to fold from corner to corner. So you're folding in half diagonally. So it makes your square now becomes a triangle. And then however you choose to score yours, you're going to put the point with the score line and you're going to have it going up and down, and you want to come to the left 1/2 inch over and score. So on my scoreboard, my point is at 4 1/4, so I'm just coming over to 3 3/4 and creating a score line, and then I'm going to hop over to 4 3/4 and add a score line. So again, you have that center score line going from point to point, and you want to go 1/2 inch to the left to score and 1/2 inch to the right to score. And then you want to turn it 90 degrees so your score lines are now going this way, because you want to score across those. So if you're using a trimmer, to establish your score line, you just want to, make sure you're going across those score lines. And you're going to score at 2 3/4 from both ends. So then I'm going to turn it the other way. Go at 2 3/4. So now you have all of your score lines, and you're just going to fold those up, kind of get your score lines, your creases made. And I want the gingerbread snowflakes on the outside. So I need to go this way. And so you're going to have, now you have a shape like this. And so you're going to go to that very first score line you made in the center, and you're going to fold it in half. So like you're closing it up. And I'm going to burnish that good. And then you're going to open it back out. So you made those score lines at 1/2 inch on either side of that original one, and you're going to come and fold it out one way and fold it out the other way. And that's what creates the little pocket shape. And then it can freestand. And you technically don't need any glue for this. However, I am going to add, I'm going to look at the little cut-aparts, and these little cut-aparts are perfect size for these as well. So there's one down here that says sweetest holiday wishes. And I think I'm going to use that. So I'm just going to pull this one out, bring out my trimmer, And you can embellish these however you want. I'm just keeping it simple for right now. So I'm just going to add that on the front there. And actually, like, you can see where my little hole was, so I may want to bring in may need to pull in a strip here just to because for some reason this pad, it's not, when you cut it's not quite 6 inches up to that the hole where you would hang it in the store. So I think I may do that for now and kind of mask that. And then I'm going to use some glue on my strip here. You don't want to put glue in the middle because it's going across this open space. So to add that there, and then I can add my little cut apart on there. And I'm just going to add a little bit of glue on the strip and then at the bottom corners of my cut apart. And that is the pocket. So as far as what you can put in here, the Ghirardelli squares fit perfect. You can also do tea bags. You could do, like if there's little Santa or snowman candies would probably work in there as well. And then you can even fit a gift card in here. And again, this is something that would be cute. That could be, you know, you stick a gift card in it and it could be great for a teacher. It could, you know, work for a coworker, stocking stuffers with just the chocolate. Or you could even include it in like another little gift basket kind of thing, like maybe a mug, and stick a Starbucks gift card in there, and they've got some chocolate and coffee for them. So that's all there is. And then normally I don't have the ribbon over here. If you want, I normally like punch a hole and then tie some ribbon in there, and that just helps hold it together. Like once you would bag it up, it's going to stay together anyway. And as bags, I'm just using up some bags that I had found on clearance. They're not necessarily the best ones. They are 4 by 5, I think. But they're not self-sealing. And I'm just trying to use them up. I think I had found them on clearance from clearbags.com and thought I could make them work for something, and so that's what I've been trying to do, is make them work for these. So that's all there is to it. Again, I'll have dimensions in the description box below for you, but if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I thank you guys so much for your time and hope you'll have a very crafty day.